The weekend, the governor of Hawaii announced a plan that he himself described as, quote, the first of its kind in the nation in slowing the spread of COVID-19 in the islands. Eagle News Hawaii correspondent Alfred Asenes has the details.
Beginning on Thursday, March 26, all travelers bound for Hawaii, whether by air or sea, whether visitor or returning resident, will undergo a mandatory 14-day self-quarantine. Hawaii Governor David Ige made this announcement during a press briefing at the State Capitol Building Rotunda in downtown Honolulu. Other key leaders who were in attendance at that time included Honolulu Mayor Kirk Caldwell, Director of the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency, HAEMA, U.S. Army Major General Kenneth Hara, Hawaiian Airlines President Peter Ingram, and President of the Hawaii Lodging and Tourism Association, Mufi Hanneman. Governor Ige stressed, quote, this mandate is the first of its kind in the nation. We want this action to send a message to visitors and residents alike that we appreciate their love for Hawaii, but we are asking them to postpone their visit, end of quote. Earlier in the week, the governor encouraged visitors to postpone their travel to Hawaii for 30 days, pursuant of slowing down the spread of the virus in the islands. The governor also stated, quote, with the majority of Hawaii's COVID-19 cases linked to travel, it is critical that we further mitigate the spread of the virus by both residents and visitors who are coming from out of state. Ige also acknowledged the economic impact of this action in favor of the health and safety of everyone in the Aloha State. He assured, quote, this plan was developed in collaboration with our county mayors and Hawaii's business, community, and visitor industry leaders, end of quote. Governor Ige explained that the intent behind implementing the self-quarantine at a later date instead of sooner is to give all travelers, airlines, hotels, law enforcement, and other stakeholders ample time to adjust their plans and procedures. Now, the guidelines for the 14-day mandatory self-quarantine included the following. 1. Travelers will be required to remain inside their rooms at their respective hotels while residents will remain in their homes for the required duration. If visitors plan to stay less than 14 days, they will stay quarantined that whole time until their departure. 2. Travelers will be responsible for any cost associated with the quarantine. 3. The mandate will not apply to emergency responders and other essential workers, including those who are responding to the COVID-19 pandemic. It will also not apply to flight crews. 4. The rule will not apply to any of the visitors already in Hawaii. When asked why a border closure for the entire state was not chosen, Governor Ige indicated the self-quarantine option as sufficient in preventing the further spread of the virus. According to Mayor Kirk Caldwell, the self-quarantine rule will be enforced in all 4 counties. Violations thereof will be treated as misdemeanors and subject to fines of up to $5,000 and or 1 year in prison. Meanwhile, the beach resort at Ko'olina in West Oahu, together with hotels such as Disney's Aulani Resort and Spa and the Four Seasons, will close this coming Tuesday. Halekoa Hotel in Waikiki already announced its closure earlier last week. Now, according to the Hawaii Department of Health's dedicated website, hawaiicovid19.com, there are 48 confirmed cases, up from 37 in the previous day. Reporting from Hawaii, I'm Alfred Asenes, Eagle News. Will live in interesting times.